And joining us now for more is ABC News contributor and former commander of U.S. Army Forces Command, General Robert Abrams. General, thanks so much for taking the time, lending your expertise tonight. You've had a similar experience fighting and commanding in Sadr City in Iraq back in 2004. What's the biggest challenge in your mind Israeli forces are facing as they go into Gaza?
Well, I think that the biggest challenge that they're going to find, that we saw in 2004 and we've seen in other urban fights, is trying to distinguish between non-combatants and lawful combatants on the battlefield. This is very, very dense terrain in Gaza and northern Gaza in particular. We've seen all the pictures of it. And Hamas is, woven completely inside civil society there. And it's very difficult for Israeli troops as they attack into northern Gaza to distinguish between combatants and non-combatants. I think that's going to be their biggest challenge.
One of the other challenges, most certainly, talk a little bit about the tunnels. If you were commanding this kind of incursion, how worried would you be about your troops as you go in with this massive network of tunnels beneath the city?
Yeah, this is an extraordinarily difficult task, and it's different. There's been a lot of comparisons with Fallujah, the fight in Fallujah multiple times, the fight in Mosul, certainly our fight in Sadr City. None of us have seen the tunnel network that exists in Gaza. It's probably only rivaled by tunnel systems that we might find in North Korea. It's extraordinarily difficult, and it'll really impede the Israeli Defense Forces from maintaining any sort of momentum. They are going to have to proceed very, very deliberately and take actions to neutralize those tunnels before they continue. It's an added amount of complexity that no one has seen.
So Israel has stated very clearly that its goal is eradicating Hamas completely from Gaza. Do you see that as an achievable goal?
I think that's more of a description of what they would like. It's aspirational. As we, the U.S., our own experience in Iraq and Afghanistan over 20 years of war, it's virtually impossible to eliminate an insurgency, because for every 5 insurgents that you kill or neutralize, you're going to grow another 10. And they're not going to be limited to just inside Gaza or Gaza City. They'll reemerge somewhere else to fight another day. I think that's an aspirational statement, more of a conveyance of intent of stopping Hamas and finishing off their effectiveness by completely eliminating. I don't think that's possible.
And General, I know, just lastly here, I know this is asking you from afar, and you're not obviously involved in the operations that are going on over there, but you do have a specific set of skills and expertise. So I ask you the question, if the IDF was asking you to advise them how to proceed here, what kind of advice would you give them as they move in?
Well, they should use every bit of capability that's in their toolbox. In other words, not every problem needs a 10-pound sledgehammer. Sometimes you need a needle-nose screwdriver. Sometimes you need a jeweler screwdriver. Other times you might need a chainsaw. It's going to require every tool in their toolbox. One size does not fit all. Secondly, I'd tell them whatever they clear, they need to hold it. Otherwise, it'll become a vulnerability later on.
All right, General Robert Abrams, sir, thank you so much for your time and your expertise tonight. We appreciate it.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.